Welcome back to Great Day Washington. If you are a federal employee, my next guest is here to share some important financial information for you and your family. You may not know about a benefit that you can take advantage of through WAEPA. It's a 75-year-old nonprofit based in Falls Church, Virginia, and I'm here with their CEO, Shane Canfield. Welcome to Great Day Washington.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Well, before we get to that benefit, tell me more about the history of WAEPA.
You were talking about Barbara Bush, and President Bush reminded me WAEPA was started in 1943, and during World War II, President Roosevelt started the OSS, which later became the CIA. So by the end of the war, we had 20,000 civilian, non-military federal employees throughout Europe and the Pacific Theater, and they couldn't get life insurance. So President Roosevelt tasked his Secretary of the Treasury, fix this problem. The federal life insurance program didn't exist at that time, so we were born.
And here we are today, still helping federal employees get life insurance, and this really came in handy during the recent government shutdown.
Yes. So we saw people losing paychecks. So one paycheck, 2 weeks, then it got into a month. And we wanted to do our part. So I took an idea to the board, which is all civilian federal employees themselves. We're a nonprofit, and said, would you be willing to allow us to forgive premiums for 1 month? And so they unanimously, enthusiastically supported that. So 46,000 of our members did not have to pay premiums for the entire month of January. So we were very proud of that.
That's the beauty of you being a nonprofit.
Yes, it is.
And having such a rich history at the beginning of your founding. And leading to today, people need to consider group term life insurance. And you help them consider how much they should buy, for whom, and for what.
Right. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit before. I would say the way that people should look at this is covering debt and the loss of future income. So if you're making $100,000 a year, you're 40, you pass away, that's 25 years worth of income gone. Mortgage is another thing that you'll want to cover, outstanding debts. And then future obligations, childhood education for your kids. So if you compile all that information, I think you can get a pretty good idea of how much people need. On our website, WAEPA.org, we have online financial calculators that can help you work through that.
And on the screen, we see all of the different moments in someone's life where life insurance can come in handy. You talked earlier about using it as a tool to protect your family in the case of a sudden death. And then also education. Life insurance can be used as a financial tool to insulate your family from tragedy and unexpected circumstances. And this is true for civilian federal employees too. Now, how does your program compare to the federal group life insurance program, which I understand people just say FEGLI?
FEGLI, yes, that's right. Generally speaking, our rates are less. So last year, when people switched to WAEPA, they saved on average $375 in their first year, so that was significant. We accept about 80% of people that apply into the program. We have people can keep their benefit if they move out of the federal system. You can't with FEGLI, and it's up to $1.5 million worth of coverage. So I would suggest people go to our website. Our rates are public. FEGLI's rates are public. There's a nice little calculator. You can quickly see how much the difference in savings is.
Shane Canfield, thank you so much. I know you're passionate about helping people. I commend you for pivoting during the government shutdown to help your 46,000 members. And if you want more information about the benefits available to federal employees, just visit WAEPA.org. This segment is sponsored by WAEPA. Passover begins this Friday night.